So first question for you, it's all about general task. So my first question for you, I'm gonna begin with you. So it's all about morning topic. Do you usually do you usually do the same thing in the morning?
Definitely not. I don't do the same thing in the morning. Every morning comes with its task. So I do different things when I wake up in the morning. If I am not working or if I am not going anywhere, I normally take my time, I sleep enough, and I wake up a bit late. But if I'm going to work or if I have other activities to do, I wake up early to prepare. And so it's actually different. My activities every morning differs.
Okay, fine. So another question for you. Do you think a breakfast is important?
Quite important, very important. Breakfast is important because you have to keep yourself very strong and healthy every day to get the energy, okay, for the day's task. So eating a light breakfast especially is good for everyone every morning.
Okay, so another question for you. Do you want to change your daily routine in your future in the future?
Well, I don't determine the daily routine, and I don't think I have power to determine my daily routine. Okay, but the ones I am engaged in right now, I don't see myself changing them, especially my morning exercise. In fact, I would like to improve more on my morning exercise because I've been lazy for a while now and I've not been exercising. So I actually do not see any of my daily routines that will be changed. I look forward to even adding to the routines.
Okay, so let's speak about watches. So do you usually wear watch?
Yes, I used to wear watches, but I found out that if the wristwatch is not real gold or gold plated, I get irritated. It gives me rashes, so I stopped using watches. But if I see a rubber wristwatch, then I'll be happy to wear a watch again. Or if I see a pure gold plated or pure gold wristwatch, then I'll also be happy to wear wristwatches again. But for now, I don't wear wristwatches or any watch at all because of the skin reactions.
Hmm, okay. So another question for you. What was the first watch you liked?
The first watch I liked was this computer watch. It's a digital watch back then in secondary school that everybody, boys and girls, look forward to having. And when I got my first computer watch, I was very happy. In fact, the computer watch did not last for long because I was continually pressing it and playing with it because of the excitement. So that was my first watch.
Hmm. So another different question for you. Do you think time is important?
Time is very important in everyone's life, both at work, both at leisure, both in life. Time is important because time ticks very fast. And to some people, they believe that there is still time, but for me, time never waits for anybody. So time is important in whatever you do, how you think, and whatever plans you have for the future. Everything has to be timed. Timing actually helps you to be more coordinated and focused.
Hmm, okay. So, what kind of watches do you like to wear?
I love Rolex and I also love Swatch. Those are the two designers I love. But as I said earlier on, if I don't see a gold-plated one or uh, a rubber version, I will not be able to wear them because of the reaction. So I love Rolex and Swatch. Those are the names of the wristwatch I love more currently.
Okay, so why do you think so many people like to wear expensive watches?
Well, so many people wear expensive watches for fashion. Some wear expensive watches for show off, while some just wear expensive watches basically because they love the watch, nothing else. So, people wear expensive watches for different reasons. But I, for example, will wear a Rolex not because of the price, but because of the quality.
Mm. So, last question for you. It's gonna be very sensitive. Uh, think about this question, and you can share the answer. If you could go back in time, then what would you do?
If I could go back in time, I will want my father alive because I miss him so much. And he has died for over 21 years now. He died in November 2020, year 2000. So he's 21 years down the arc. So if I could turn back the hand of the clock, I would want my father alive.
Okay. Thank you very much, Io, for sharing your answer with all of us. This is your turn. You can choose someone else and you can ask them 8 questions, not more than 8. If you like to choose a new candidate, make sure they could find our question on our chat box.
All right, okay. Okay, Trezor, are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Let's start with watches. Do you usually wear watch?
Actually, I don't wear watches, but I used to watch it to wear it. But nowadays, my watch is not working, and then I every time I go since since for some 1 month. I don't really read, but I like to read.
All right, that's good. And are you ever late for anything?
Uh, can you repeat the question?
Are you ever late for anything?
Uh, uh,
Do you go late to school? Do you go late to work? Have you been ever late for anything?
okay, okay, thank you. Sometimes I'm late, and but really I don't like it because when you arrive being late, it's somehow humiliating you, and it's kind a humiliation that you are making for yourself. Then I don't like it, but somehow we're still human, and it arrives sometimes.
All right, that's good. Okay. Then, what do you think why do you think some people like to wear expensive watches?
Um, uh, I, I, I think it depends on the personality of that the woman, the person itself, because there is some who wear those expensive watches because they want to brag themselves, to show up themselves, and to just to show other person that they have money. But there are others who wear those expensive watches just because they love, uh, like they they love the mark of that watch. But for
All right,
me, yeah, that's it for me.
all right, okay,
Mm,
that's okay, that's okay. Do you think time is important?
time is very and very important, because as the adage says, time is money. Then everything
Okay,
that is planned here on earth it is depend on time. Then everything's is planned based on time. Then if you lose time, it's equal. It equals to the lack of money, as they say.
Okay. All right. Okay. Do you usually do the same thing in the morning?
Not at all, because it depends on how on it depends on the time on which I wake up, because sometimes I do some exercises, some morning exercises, but there is other time when I don't really have that time, and just I wake up and prepare myself and go to my internships just like that.
All right. Then, did you do the same thing, the same morning routine in your early ages?
Not really, because um, it depends on the time I have at that moment, and everything I planned for the morning routine, I plan them based on the time I have.
Okay. Do you want to change your daily routine in the future?
Yeah, I would like to change something on my daily routine, especially what I invite to do is to every time that I get up, I want to do some exercises, physical exercises, so that to keep my all my day so so great, because I used to see that if when I do those exercises, all the day goes in a good way, and I like it, and I would like it to be a routine for me.
All right. Thank you so much for your feedback, Trezor. And
Yeah.
over to you, Mayday.
Yeah, thank you very
Okay.
much, Io.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you.
yeah, thank you very much, Io, for asking your question to Treasure, and thank you very much, Treasure, for sharing your answer. So in between, we have a couple of new members. So let's speak with both of them. Then I will back to you, Treasure. We have Khalif. Hi, Khalif. Kafli. I'm sorry, Kafli. Hi, Kafli.
Hello,
Yes, hi, Kafli. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm okay, bro. Thank you very much for joining our today's seminar. So where are you from?
I'm from Nepal.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us. So could you please introduce yourself with our Olaf member? Then we can understand who you are, where we're from, and what you do exactly.
Yeah, my name is Osis Kafle, and my friends call me Oscar. So I'm from Nepal. That's near India, in Asia. And I just recently completed my high school, and I'm thinking about applying to Canada for further education, university education. So I'm, gonna take the IELTS exam. I haven't booked the date yet, and I think this might help. So I joined here, and thanks for inviting me here.
Yes, yes. All right. Thank you very much, bro, for joining our today's seminar. Thank you very much for joining us. So we have another member here. Here is again Vietnamite. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Uh, Huang, Huang or Tu Wang. I don't know how to
Hương
lead.
Hương Cool. Is that Hương? She
Oh,
Hương.
okay,
Yes.
okay. Hi. Oh, again, could you please let me know what should we call you?
Who?
Who? Oh, okay. Who? Okay. Who? WHO. Okay, fine. Not World Health Organization. We would call you Who. And thank you very much, Who, for joining our today's seminar. And where are you from?
I'm from Vietnam.
Okay, thank you. So could you please introduce yourself with our members? Then we could understand about you.
Now I'm still studying in high school in Vietnam, so I think I'm not really good at speaking and writing, so I joined in this class to improve myself and to prepare for my exam. That's all.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Hu, for joining our seminar. And as you can see our question in our chat box, uh, just let me know. Are you able to check our question in our chat box? Anyone? If you are having any problem to find out our questions, just let us know. We could help you. All of you. I'm saying all of you. Here is not our old candidate, new person. Might they would have few problem to find out our questions. Just just let me know if you are having any issue to find out our questions. Okay, anyways, thank you very much for joining us, all of you. So here is Treasure. Okay, Train is joining us. Okay, Train. Thank you, Train, for joining our seminar. I'm sorry. Thank you,
Yes,
Train, for joining us. Yes. Hi, Train. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay. Thank you very much, Train. So now let's begin. So here is Treasure. Hi, Treasure.
Hi, Mehind.
Yes. Hi, Treasure. So this is your time.
Ah,
So yes. Hi. You should choose someone else. You should choose someone else, and you have to ask them 8 questions, not more than 8.
okay, let me choose uh, uh Tran.
Train.
Hi,
Okay,
Tran. Tran.
Okay, Train.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Are you ready to respond to those questions?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Let us start with the topics related to the mornings. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Um, do you usually do the same things in the morning?
Well, actually, no, I don't because I wake up in a different time every day. So it's not the same, you know. Sometimes, like, I have work in the morning, then I have to get up early, do myself things, and have breakfast, like before the working time. But if it is a day off, like weekend, then I can just lay on my bed and like stay the same like that for hours and get up really late.
Hmm. Okay. Do you think breakfast is important?
Yes, I do think breakfast is important now. I'm like before I was before 18, before the age of 18, I was not care much about breakfast. But then after that, I realized that if I don't have something in the morning, then my body will not work well, and then I will be easy to get tired.
Hmm. Okay. Do you want to change your daily routines in the future?
I don't think that I want to change it because what I do now make me feel comfortable. That's why I do it. So I would just keep it. Except that I have more job or more work in the future, then I may have to change it. If not, I will stay the same like right now.
Okay. Um, did you do the same morning routines in your early ages?
Well, actually, I did because when I was a kid, I was not like I could not take care. I was not. I could not take care of myself on my own. So that's why my mom helped me. And then, like parents they don't have their all free time for you. So actually, like every morning she woke me up at the same time, and then have like had like fed me in the same time and then took me to school in the same time, like everything the same time in the morning.
Mhm. Okay, let us proceed with the topics related related to watches.
Okay.
Do you usually wear watch?
I'm actually not a big fan of watch, you know. To me, wearing watch is quite itchy. Like, I don't feel comfortable with it. So, I don't.
Okay. Um, do you think time is important?
I think time is not only important, but it's really, really important because, like, to people, we all the same. We only have 24 hours per day, and don't if you don't do the good thing, you don't do the right thing, and then you don't save your time, then the time flies, you know, it flies. And then at the time that you realize that it's the end of the day, I think at that time you feel regret if you did nothing on that day.
Mhm. We agree on that point. Okay. Um. Uh, uh, why do you think some people like to wear expensive watches?
Mhm. I think the very common reason is like they want to show off, like they want to let people know that their status is different compared to others. Like when you wear the luxury watches and with the like the expensive suits and shoes too, and then you go out, you feel like you are like a star, like everybody will look at you. And but to some people, wearing expensive watches doesn't mean to show off. They just like they're a big fan of fashion, and like they have their hearts in fashion in jewelry, for example. So that's why they use it and they buy it as they want and they love.
Definitely. Okay. If you could go back in time, what will you do?
If I could go back in time, okay, this is a very intriguing question. I actually never think about this before, but if I could go back in time, I think I would fix what I did wrong. Maybe I would say the I would I would not say the not so good things, the bad things to some people that I didn't mean to hurt them, but like by chance and um in like I was not like mean for it, but I did it for some reason that I don't really remember, but I would fix the mistake that I made.
Then you used to do it. Okay, I think we are done with those eight
Okay.
questions. Thank you for answering those.
Yes, thank you for asking.
Okay,
Thank you very much,
Hindi,
Treasure,
it's
for
time.
asking. Yeah,
It's up to
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Treasure, for asking your question to Train. Thank you very much, Train, for sharing your answer with all of us. Train, this is your turn. You can choose someone else, and you have to ask them 8 questions, not more than 8. Hi, Train.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I know? Yes. Can I know that how many people that
Okay.
like this
Without
question?
IO, without Treasure, you can choose anyone.
Okay. I want to ask CKY. Karin? Sorry?
Karain. Okay, Karain.
Yes,
Yes.
hi, I'm here.
Okay. Do I spell right your name? Sorry?
Yes, I'm Carrie.
Okay.
You're
So
bingo.
good. Okay. I'm gonna ask you 8 questions and I will start with mornings.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Do you usually do the same things in the mornings?
Probably not. Just depends on what time have I wake up, and what is the purpose of the day. Like as for working, for hiking or have fun, I will do different routine things for different purpose. Like as if I go for dating, I may put some makeup. If I go for hiking, I may just put some sunscreen. And if for work, maybe I need to dress like more formal, and I may do some exercise before working for refreshing my mind and body. So it just depends on.
Okay, that's great. Do you think breakfast is important?
Absolutely yes. I do think eating breakfast is vitally important to everyone's life because it's provide energy to all of us and give us a might uh, get ready for uh, doing maybe for work or for studying.
Okay. Did you do the same morning routines in your early ages?
Um, I guess so because in my early ages, just like maybe primary school or secondary school, when I was in college, uh, when I was a student, I need to report duties early and I need to dress up the uniform, consume a breakfast, and also need to double check the homework or review um, the exam or any test need to have on that stage. So I guess I always did the same thing at my early age.
Okay. Now let's come to watches, okay? Do you usually wear watch?
Yes, I do. I love to wear a watch, which is a multifunctional watch. It can have a function that uh, can use for the transportation or can help me to consume some goods or catering. So it is really important for me to wear that watch in my daily life.
Okay. What was the first watch you liked?
Um, in my mind, I remember that I liked the first watch is a Baby G that I would like to obtain when I was young, and I just try hard to uh, have a higher score, and then ask my mom to buy for me as a gift.
Okay. Where did you get your watch?
Uh, if talking about my multifunctional watch, I consume the watch in Apple Store, and I really love to use that multifunctional watch, which can have the calculator, can have the easy to take so live photos, which is can be a remote too.
Okay. What kinds of watches do you like to wear?
Um, Besides the multifunctional watch, I also like to watch wear a traditional watch, which look more decent and more appropriate to wear for attending the wedding or some important events that make you be more lady or professional. Yeah.
Okay. And the last question is, are you ever late for anything?
Um, I believe I seldom being late for anything because I really good at time management, and I'm a person which think be punctual is vitally important uh, to respect the thing or the people that you trying to uh, reach or meet. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
answering.
Thanks
Yes,
for asking.
yeah. Thank you very much, Train, for asking your question to Corinne. Thank you very much, Corinne, for sharing your answer with everyone. Corinne, before asking to you, could you please let me know, are you able to check our question in our chat box? Can you see?
Yes, sure.
Okay,
Yes,
fine.
sure.
So this is your time. You have to choose someone else, and you have to ask them 8 questions, not more than eight,
Okay.
from our given task. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Uh, mm, Sammy, are you here?
Okay. Yes, Sami.
Okay. Hello, Sammy.
Hello, Jackie.
Yeah. So you're ready to answer the questions?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So maybe we can start from mornings. So
It actually depends if it's a weekend or on a weekday. On weekends, I don't do the same things because sometimes I wake up and then I exercise. At other times too, I don't, and I usually wake up quite late on weekends. On weekdays, however, my routine is the same. I just wake up, jump into the shower, and get ready for work.
mm-hmm. Okay. So do you think breakfast is important?
I think it's very important. As a foodie like me, I don't joke with my breakfast because when I do, I tend to get quite dizzy and I end up getting exhausted very early, and it gets quite difficult for me to concentrate on anything. So I think to me, breakfast is very important.
Mm-hmm. Great. So do you want to change your daily routines in the future?
I might not change my daily routine actually. I just might incorporate some exercise in the near future because I think it will actually help me live a very healthy life.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so jumping to watches, what was the first watch you liked?
The first watch I liked actually belonged to my mom. It was a gold watch and it was very cute and it had a slim wrist. It was actually a very fashionable watch at the time, and this was around 1999.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what kinds of watches do you like to wear?
At the moment, I'm in love with Apple's watch and nothing else. I love digital watches, and I think the regular fashion or shiny golden watches are out of fashion now. So I'll go with the digital type because I feel it blends in perfectly with every kind of fashion or where you go for.
Mm-hmm. So, why do you think some people like to wear expensive watches?
To me, I'll say expensive is actually relative. What is expensive to someone may not actually be expensive to another party, but some people push to buy expensive watches because they just want to show off, and at other times they just want to make a statement. But for people who can actually afford it, I think it's just part of their daily or normal lifestyle.
Okay, the last question is, do you think time is important?
I think time is quite important. Like the adage says, time waits for no man, and time is money. I feel time is something that should be a great concern if you want to make it in life. Because, like I said earlier, time waits for no man. So you have to push and you have to focus to, in order to excel or be successful in life.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thanks for answering those questions.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you very much, Corinne, for asking your question to Sami. Thank you very much, Sami, for sharing your answer. Sami, this is your time
Okay.
again. You have to choose someone else, and you have to ask them 8 questions, not more than eight.
All right. So who is available? Is Ibrahim available?
Yes, Ibrahim is available.
Okay. Ibrahim,
Hello, Sami.
yes. Okay. So let's talk about mornings. Do you
Okay.
usually do the same things in the mornings?
Yes, actually, due to my work as a chemist in a pharmaceutical company, I have a monotonous routine day as I normally wake up in the early morning and take my breakfast. Then I wear my clothes and commute to my work. So it's normally the same routine every day.
All right. Do you think breakfast is important?
Yes, of course. It's the foil of our bodies. Without taking our breakfast, we cannot go to work or do our any sports or any activities. And also, we can it can be harmful to our health if we don't get breakfast before doing any activity.
Did you do the same morning routines in your early ages?
Sorry, can you repeat the question again?
Did you do the same morning routines in your early ages?
No, in my early age, I didn't used to do something in a routine as I was a student and my lectures and my study wasn't having the same routine. So I didn't used to do something regular at any time. I was fluctuating between my days according to what I will go for every day.
Okay. Do you want to change your daily routine in the future?
Well, it's a little bit of a dream for me to have more uh, advanced or more improved routine that I would like to have opportunity to have a little bit time to do some morning exercise such as playing any type of sports, running or going for the gym. And after that, I want to take my breakfast and go to my work, not waking up in the early morning like these days and directly go to work.
Okay. Do you usually wear a wristwatch? Wear a watch, sorry.
Yes, actually, I use a smart band watch, which is very helpful to me to many things. Like I can set up the alarm and count my heartbeats. Also, I can connect it by Bluetooth with my mobile to can check phone calls or messages come to me. But in the past, I used uh, traditional types of watches, which I didn't use to wear them regularly. In fact,
What was the first watch you liked?
well, I vividly remember that when I was in a primary school, there was a recently released the Casio watch. It was the time was digital, which was revolutionized the technology in that era, and I liked it the most. My father gave it to me as a present in my 10th birthday.
Okay. Do you think time is important?
Yes, actually, time is our life, and we must do and make the most of every single moment in our life. If we have perfect time management, we will progress and improve our life dramatically.
Okay. Where do you get your watch? Where did you get your watch? Sorry.
Why? Where did you get your watch?
Yes.
Well, I purchased it online from AliExpress, and it was in a bargain in the ending of the last year. I ordered it online, and it was delivered to me after 2 or 3 days.
Okay, that is the end.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sami, for asking your question to Ibrahim, and thank you very much, Ibrahim, for sharing your answer with everyone. Ibrahim, now this is your time. You have to choose someone else. We have three members here. We have Anne, we have Kafli, and me as well. You can choose anyone, and you have to ask them 8 questions.
I don't know Anne. As you are you here?
Yes, yes, I'm here.
Okay. Let's start about mornings. Do you
Okay.
usually do the same things in the mornings?
Yes, I have my morning routines. I tend to get up at 6:30, and then I uh, prepare for the breakfast for my all family members.
Okay. Do you think breakfast is important?
Yes, I do think breakfast is very important because I think n- nutritious breakfast can muster up my energy, and if I skip my breakfast, I will easy to get tired or I will feel sleepy.
Okay. Did you do the same morning routines in your early ages?
Yes, in my early ages, as um, a student in secondary school or high school, I used to get up at 6:00 because I had to go to school at 7, and so I wake up at 6:00 every day. And after that, I had my breakfast, and then I went to school.
Okay, let's talk about watches. Do you usually wear watch?
Unfortunately, I don't like watch because I don't feel comfortable when I wear a watch, and sometimes I feel it's hard for me to typing, so I don't wear watch.
Do you think time is important?
Yes, of course, I think time is very important because you know that one moment gone that is never come back, and I think such a person is he or she will very, very good at time management.
Okay. What kinds of watches do you like to wear?
What kind of watches? Yes, as I mentioned before, I don't like watch. So, but in the future, if I had a watch, maybe I will buy a digital watch because I think it's very convenient to when it can connect with my phone, and so I can see, I can answer the call or see the messages. So I think I will go for digital watch.
Why do you think some people like to wear expensive watches?
Expensive watches. I think some the rich they maybe want to wear uh, some luxury watches to show off their wealth, but for other people maybe they just have a passion with um, fashion. So for example, they really love Rolex brand, so they buy it to wear. Yeah.
Okay. If you could go back in time, what would you do?
Oh, wow, it's a really interesting question. I think it. I if I could go back in time, I would go to the yeah, the time that I was maybe high school student when I was, yeah, 16 to 18, because at this time I used to have conflict with my mom, because my mom is uh, she cared me a lot, but I didn't understand, and I think it's sometimes I don't want to share. I didn't want to share anything with my mom, but now that when I become a mom, I understand how much she loved me, and I really want to come back this time to, so I can yeah, talk, to share more with her, and maybe I will have more close close knit relationship with her.
Okay, thank you, Anne.
Yeah, thank you for asking.
Yes, thank you very much, Ibrahim, for asking your question too. And thank you very much, Anne, for sharing your answer with everyone. And this is your time. You have to choose someone else. We have Cuffley and me. You can choose anyone in between us, and you have to ask 8 questions. Before
Oh,
asking your question, just let me know. Can you see our question in our chat box?
yes, I can.
Okay, so you can choose anyone. We have Cuffley and me. You can choose anyone.
So can I choose you?
Yes, of course, you can.
Okay. Uh, Now, let's get started with our question. First, with morning.
Mhm.
Do you usually do the same things in the mornings?
Okay, I think it's gonna be funny because I have few options.
Mhm.
In the morning, without wake up, we cannot do anything. This is our regular routine. We have to do the same thing regularly. After
Yeah.
wake up early in the morning, we can change our routine. So I have many things to do. First of all, I have to exercise. Then I could take my breakfast. Then I could go
Mhm.
for walk.
Mhm. Yeah. So, do you think breakfast is important?
Mm. As we are human being, we are not machine, so we need few energy. So we cannot earn few calories from any carbon dioxide or something else. Due to this reason, we have to eat many foods. And breakfast, I believe, it could make ourselves richer, so we could work again. And I believe this is really helpful in the morning if we could take few snacks, if we could take few fruits or something else that could help us to focus on our work as well.
Yeah. So, did you do the same morning routines in your early ages?
Oh no, it was different when I was kid. My mom always say to me I was super naughty, and without crying in the morning, I didn't wake up. So that was my routine regularly. But I believe I did something else. But my mama didn't share with me anything else.
So you still remember your childhood? So, do you want to change your daily routines in the future?
Of course, if I have this chance, then definitely I would change. I don't like to do all the things that I'm doing right now. In the future, might I would use few technology or few different gadgets that could help me to schedule to fix my schedule, so I could work properly without wasting any time.
Yes. Now let's jump into watches. Do you
Mhm.
usually wear watch?
Yes, of course I do because I have a lot of watch. It's all about my gift, so I haven't purchased anything.
Yes. So, where did you get your watch?
Oh, I would say gift box because I haven't purchased, so
Oh,
I didn't visit any watch shop where I could purchase. I've always received a watch from as a gift, Recently, I got a new one, which is come from my dad, and he likes this watch a lot, and due to this reason, he shared this watch with me.
Yes, how lucky you are. And why do you think some people like to wear expensive watches?
Oh, they have a couple of options. I believe few percentage they believe it's fashionable. Due to this reason, they like to purchase this one, and majority of population they think they could show off what currency they have. Might Rolex or something expensive watch they could wear, and they could show to them, see, I have this one. Oh man, like this. They love to show off to them.
Yes. So the last question, are you ever late for anything?
Hmm. Yes, I always late to attend any meeting because of traffic congestion in our country. But I'm trying to develop. I'm trying to wake up early in the morning. This is my bad habit. I cannot wake up early in the morning, so this is really tough for me. I'm trying to change this routine, and that could help me in the future, might.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Anne, for asking your question to me. Now let's begin with Kafli. Hi, Kafli. Kafli. Hi, Kafli. Your microphone is muted. Could you please unmute your microphone? Oh my God, he has left. We could wait for 1 minute. I hope he could join us. Then we could begin with him. We should wait for 1 minute. If he joined, then we could enroll. Yes, bro. Thank you very much. So you could turn off your camera.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay. Just give
I
me a
have
second.
some
I'm sharing
problems with
our question.
my
Yeah,
mic,
just
I
give me a
think.
second. I'm sharing our questions.
Okay.
It's all right, man. We can understand.
Yeah.
So this is my time. I have to ask few questions to you. So my first
All right.
question for you. Let's speak about watches first. Do you
Okay.
usually wear watch?
Well, yeah, I wear them really frequently. I'd say I always wear them. I really get comfortable in watches, and I like analog watches more than the digital ones. And if I don't wear watch, I don't feel comfortable. So I'm always wearing watches.
Mm. So what was the first watch you like?
Could you repeat the question?
Yes. What was the first watch you like?
The first words I liked. Let me think. Okay, so it was actually a Rolex, a golden Rolex that my uncle wore. I saw it back in 2005. I think I was 5 years old, and I was really fascinated by the watch. It didn't have anything specific to it, but it just showed class. As a 5 year old boy too, I just loved the watch. There was nothing specific to it, but I really loved its color, and the whole vibe the watch was giving.
Mm. Okay, that's cool. So another question for you. Do you think time is important?
Uh, yeah, absolutely. I think time is the most important thing, like ever, even in human life. I think time is the most important because you can earn money, but you can't earn back the time that has already been passed. You gotta utilize it at the right moment. So I think, yeah, time is the most important thing.
Okay. So another question for you. Uh, what
Okay.
kinds of watches do you like to wear?
Well, I think a watch should be, just a watch. Nowadays, there are many smart watches in the market, and I think that different levels of the watch is analog watch. I think and the rules were
Is there a problem? On just
yes.
another question.
Yeah, 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 clearly.
So sorry,
Okay.
I'm
Can you
having
hear me?
some technical issues.
Hello?
Can you hear me? I have to change my. Yeah, just give me a second, bro. I'm network. I
Can you hear me?
sure. Just give me.
All right.
Hear you.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, okay. Mhm.
Go back in time, what would you do?
Well, I haven't really thought about that. Let's see. Back in time. Well, with the knowledge I have now, I think it would be beneficial for me everywhere, in the studies, in the sport, and then, but I've always goal when I was in the senior high school because I thought I was going to stop my academics. And now I really regret it. I think I should have, joined the football club and pursued a career in football. And I think, yeah, I would definitely join a football club and then pursue a career in football.
Okay. So let's move forward. Just give me a second. We are having a noise behind someone else. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
let's speak about morning. Do you usually do the same things in the mornings?
Actually, I don't. I just recently completed my high school. So I don't wake up early in the morning. I don't have a job currently. I do some
Mm-hmm.
freelancing works every now and then. And if I have something pending the previous night, I wake up in the morning and then complete the task. Otherwise, I just sleep up to 10 or 11, even up to the noon, actually.
Okay. Do you think breakfast is important?
Breakfast, yeah, absolutely. It's considered to be the most important meal of the day, and it's rightly so. If you don't have breakfast, you feel down. At least in my case, I feel down the whole day. If I don't have proper breakfast or the homemade. If I eat at a restaurant, actually, I just get sick, or my stomach really feels upset. Without breakfast, I don't think I can go about my day. So yeah, breakfast is important. Okay.
Okay. So another question for you: did you do the same morning routines in your early ages?
Uh, no, actually, I didn't. When I was young, when I used to live with my parents, my parents were really strict, and my mom used to wake me up uh, early, like 6 or 7 in the morning, and then my father used to take me jogging in the park to exercise a little bit, even as a kid, and then I had to study and then get ready for school, go to school, and then come back from school and then study again. So they were really strict, and I had a schedule for every day, and I had to follow that. But now I'm living freely, and as I said before, I actually sleep up to the noon some of the days. So no, I don't think I have the same schedule.
Okay. So last question for you: if you have
Mhm.
any, if you have a chance, do you want to change your daily routines in the future?
Well, I mean, I guess I'm pretty happy with what I have now, but sleeping up to the noon and whatnot. But I don't think it's going to help me with anything in the future. And I'd actually like to apply for university now. I'm thinking Canada. So I definitely have to change my daily routine. But if I could live like this, then I'd live like this. But as I have as I have to complete my studies now, plan my future. So I'm going to change it really soon.
Okay, thank you very much, Guffley, for sharing your answer with everyone. Thank you very much. So with this answer and questions, we have done our general task. Now we are moving